Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming for today's press conference. We're here on behalf of the CBD Alliance, which is a loose network of activists, organizations, NGOs, civil society, IP groups, who basically work around the United Nations Convention on Biological Diversity. As you know, we're here to announce the prestigious Dodo Awards, and right next to me is our mascot, our famous Dodo bird. These awards have basically been instituted by the CBD Alliance, and they've been named after the dodo bird, which is a quintessential symbol of biodiversity loss. This award is basically to signify government's failure to evolve. As some of you have already seen the eco issue that we had published yesterday and the press release, we had 5 nominations for this. There was Brazil, Canada, China, Paraguay, and UK. Without further delay, I think we will announce the first party that's most deserving of this award, and I'd like to call upon the Dodo bird to present the award to Canada. Why we're receiving this award will be explained by our CBD Alliance members Sylvia and Helena. But first, I'd like the Canadian delegation to please come and receive this award on behalf of Canada. Can someone from the Canadian delegation please come? Is there anyone in the room from Canada? It seems not, but we'll make... There is a youth from Canada there. Please can you come and collect the award on behalf of your government? I now request Sylvia to please explain why Canada is the most deserving of parties to receive this award.
Hi everybody, I'm Sylvia Ribeiro. I am with the CBD Alliance and I am from ETC Group, which is an international organization based in Canada. I am based in the Mexico office. We got a lot of nominations for Canada, although there were many other countries that could also have a similar Dodo award. But we choose to give it to Canada because we discovered just last week that a huge ocean fertilization experiment has been carried out outside the coast of Canada. Ocean fertilization is dumping iron into the sea to promote a plankton bloom and supposedly absorb carbon and take it to the seabed. This is the theory. In reality, what we discovered is that this is a Canadian company that is making this for profit in the attempt to get carbon credits, and they also are using an indigenous territory outside the coast of Canada. When we discovered this is very, very, very serious because the CBD has few moratoria. Moratoria is that they ask the parties to not do something. They asked the parties in 2008 to not carry out ocean fertilization because of the serious impacts on the seas and on ocean. In 2010, they asked the parties to not have any geoengineering, that is climate manipulation, including ocean fertilization, to modify the climate because of the serious impacts on biodiversity and the possible transboundary effects. Canada, as a part of the CBD, should have stopped this experiment. The experiment is illegal. It is breaching the CBD and also the London Convention, which is a convention on the dump on the seas. So we thought that Canada didn't know, but today, just a few hours ago, John Disney, which is the director of the company that's carrying out this project, said to the Canada radio, to CBC, that Canada and the government of Canada has been participating and knowing of the project all the time. So Canada is consciously breaching the moratorium, one of the most important measures that the CBD has taken in its history with a consensus of 193 governments. So that's why we decided to bring this to your attention, and also the CBD Alliance and all the civil society here to highlight that Canada is breaching this and has to be responsible.
I will take up the story from there. There are one or two other reasons why Canada has been nominated for this award. One of the reasons why it has been nominated is the fact that during the biofuels discussion, Canada claimed that biofuels have important biodiversity benefits. And they also said that they would use less than 5% of their land for biofuels. Well, we already had a very weak and, I would say, unnecessary decision to discuss. But efforts to improve it were completely blocked by Canada in Substa and finally at COP, because they threatened to retaliate by weakening it and moving all references to socio-economic impacts of biofuels. Canada also said, used a rather interesting term, that CBD is not a food venue, but CBD is a crucial forum for agricultural biodiversity. It's central to providing our food, and it's vital to future food security and, above all, future food sovereignty. And we challenge the idea that there are biodiversity benefits to biofuels. The evidence of harm from biofuels is clearer every day, especially on food. Global food margins get tighter and tighter, much reduced food reserves, major impacts from events such as this year's drought, and price volatility. So biofuels, not only from food crops, I would add, compete for land in the current global land grab, and the effects are felt mainly by the small food providers who still provide 70% of our food and biodiversity. So in the interest of biodiversity and small food providers, we need to be thinking globally, not nationally. We need to think about reducing mandates and targets for biofuels now, not simply blocking the discussion of a decision. Thank you.